Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome or welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Renee and this is Forever World Building, a Minecraft long play series that is streamed live every single week. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you want to join the journey. And let's get set up a little bit here. I want to start my music going, pull the game up. Where? Oh yeah, there, why don't we do that? You can look at me here through the window as we chat. So, I have a couple of really quick housekeeping things to go over before we jump into it. I did mess around with the audio a little bit, so it should all hopefully be a little bit louder. I want to make sure you guys can hear me okay, but also hear the music and also hear the sounds from the game. So if anything is funky or if I need to adjust anything, please let me know. And the second thing is our last video popped off, you guys. It has, as of now, over 500 views, which is pretty amazing for the fourth video on this channel, Minecraft-wise, and we got several new subscribers from that as well. So thank you guys so much for making that happen. My initial goal for the end of the year after starting this channel was to get 100 subscribers, by the end of the year, 2025, going into 2026. I feel like we're certainly going to hit that before the end of the year. So hopefully we do. And whenever we get to 100, I want to build some sort of monument to that milestone, whether it's like a statue or maybe a fountain or something. I don't know yet, but we can figure that out once we get there. But one step at a time. Let's hop into playing. We have some fun stuff to do today. So we're here at the house right now, and I'm gonna run over to our current workspace and we'll talk about what's going on. How are you guys doing? How's your week going? I hope you all are doing well. We'll say a quick hello to the chickens as we run by. You may notice that there are less chickens than before and that some of them are very small. That's because we had to do a little bit of chicken farming in order to get some food. Say hi to Cobalt as we run by. Hello, Cobalt. He's eating right now. We shall not bother him. So we're running up here on the blacksmith's house. Still looking good. You can see the blacksmith in there, standing on his counters. Okay. So here's all the work that we did last stream. We have this sort of tiered hill here. These are trees that I'm was doing some resource gathering before stream and sort of trying to farm up these trees because we're going to need birch wood for the build. Here's our cactus farm. So the plan for today is we're going to fix this cactus farm. There's no cactus right now, but there's about to be. We're going to fix this cactus farm, and then we're going to start on the actual dyeworks house, which is going to go around the cactus farm and also have a storefront and a villager home. So that's the plan. We'll see how much we get done. I'm guessing we'll get like the framing of the house done and hopefully start to fill in the walls, and we can kind of plan out exactly where everything is going to go, but it's probably not going to be finished this stream. And I did some research in the interim, and by research, I mean I went onto Reddit and asked other people for help when it comes to the cactus farm. So they said, basically, if I want to keep the same structure of it right now, we need to raise the blocks that the cactus are on, the sand blocks, off of the bottom of the farm so that the water will flow freely, and the water will flow freely underneath, and then the cactus will sit on top. And so another thing to keep in mind is that cactus or sand blocks cannot float freely within the mechanics of the game. They need to have something underneath them. Here, let's use this barrel because we need something for the stone. Cactus need something underneath them. So we're gonna have to do a sort of like temporary block, and then the cactus, no, and then the sand, and then the cactus on top of that. Again, it's all going to make sense in a moment once we get going. So we'll need the sand. I think we'll just use dirt for the temporary blocks. I don't see any problem with that. They're not really going to be seen anyways. So I'm going to work on placing all of this down and getting the farm up and running. I won't really talk much about it specifically unless you guys have a question. And I want to kind of talk about the short-term and mid-term goals for this series. So this is obviously episode 5. We're finishing the cactus farm and working on the dye works house. My sort of main goal right now is to, well, it's not my main goal. Right now the main goal is to finish this house. But I don't know, I guess like a bigger goal or something that I'm kind of thinking of is I want us to beat the Ender Dragon, because I want to get elytra and I want to get shulker boxes. I have big plans for the rest of this world, and we're going to be doing some bigger builds. We're going to be traveling. I want to do exploring, and to do all of that and be able to gather a ton of resources in a manageable way, we are going to need shulker boxes, and of course I just want an elytra. So there are a couple things that we need to do before we get to that point. Number 1, we're going to finish the dye works, and as part of finishing the dye works, we also need to go get sunflowers, because sunflowers can be bone mealed and then used as it's not an automatic resource, but it's a renewable resource for yellow dye. And I'll pull it up in a little bit, but I was doing some more actual research, and in order to have, or what am I trying to say? There's the 2 tall flowers can be bone mealed, and they will give you a repeat of that flower. So I know I'm getting off track here, but we're just gonna do this really quick. Where's my bone meal? So like if I place a lilac here and then bone meal it, it gives us another lilac. So then those lilac can be taken and turned into, like you see here, magenta dye. So it has to be 2 tall flower blocks that can do that. And we have everything accounted for except sunflowers for yellow dye. So after this stream, next stream is going to be on Saturday, usual time in the afternoon. I may make it a little earlier. I may start streaming at 2 p.m. So if that doesn't work for you guys, let me know. But that's sort of the plan at the moment. And I think for that stream, we're gonna go get the sunflowers, because sunflowers only spawn in sunflower plains biomes. And I did look it up on Chunk Base, and the closest sunflower plains biome is like 1,000 or so blocks away. Maybe not, maybe a little further. I don't know. It's not close enough for us to just like pop over and be like, oh, grab them. We have to kind of make a trip out there. And so I think it'd be fun to do a like adventuring episode. We haven't really done anything like that yet. It's just been building. So we're sort of taking a little break from the building. Let's see. Can I pull that up? We'll take a little break from the building and go on an adventure and get sunflowers. Let's see, can I jump here? Yes. Let's see. Did I just hear I heard a chest open and it was my music. Okay, I'm getting way off track. So, the plan. Next episode is going to be a adventure explore episode to go find sunflowers. After that, we're gonna come back, we'll finish the dye works. Oh, I should have put, that's okay. After that, we're gonna come back and finish the dye works. And then we will be able to make cyan dye. And we need cyan dye in order to build the wizard's tower. And I've mentioned it before, but the wizard's tower is gonna go right over here where that donkey and this big tall obelisk is. And the wizard's tower is also going to be a vehicle for us to learn how to make potions, and it's gonna be like a whole brewing station. So anything that we would need to make any sort of potion that we wanna make will be housed within the wizard's tower. And so there'll be some other like smaller farms to set up for that. And of course, building and designing the entire tower, which I think is gonna be a lot of fun. And then we can try potions, figure out how to use them, stuff like that. And once we have potions, I think we'll be able to buff ourselves enough in order to go fight the Ender Dragon. See, it all comes back around. So before we can go fight and defeat the Ender Dragon, we need to accomplish all these steps leading up to it, starting from where we're at now, which I'm really looking forward to. I mean, all of it, to be honest. I'm excited to finish this dye works. I think it's gonna look really cool when it's all done, and it's a pretty big build, so that'll be a nice accomplishment. And I'm really excited for the Wizard's Tower because I've been wanting to do the Wizard's Tower. Ow, 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 stop it, ow, stop it. I've been wanting to do the Wizard's Tower for a little bit now anyways. I sort of had that idea a while ago. Oop, shoot. But I realized that in order to properly build it, I needed to make the blacksmiths and make the dye works and everything. So it took a while to get there. But once we do the Wizard's Tower, where did those cactus go? Oh, they're both in my hand. Once we do the Wizard's Tower, then we can go for the Ender Dragon. And I mean, that's gonna take some time anyways, because we'll have to get ender pearls and go find the end portal and prepare everything, all that. but I mean, that'll be fun as well. So yeah, that's the plan. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if I'm forgetting anything that either I said we were gonna do or that you think we should do before we go fight the Ender Dragon. And then I haven't thought too much beyond that point. We'll probably come back and keep working on this village. We'll work on the castle. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I do at some point in there, we'll take an episode to just go work on the castle over yonder in the plains. I think it'd be nice to, probably after we finish the dye works, we'll do that. I think it'd be good to just take a little break from this area, change our environment up a little bit, sort of reset mentally. And I did see a couple other, I keep losing the fences up there. I saw some cool castle builds recently that sort of gave me some ideas and have inspired me to want to go work on the castle. So I want to do that at some point. Okay, we're getting close here. Get the rest of these fences in, and then we can put the water down. Yeah, look, they're all, now I'm out of fences. They're falling on top of the cactus, right? Or are they falling into the sand? Because I come up here and I don't see them on the cactus. Where are my fences? Maybe we were picking them up and we're just out of them. Okay, well, let's go make some more. We have one more row, right? Oh, what happened here? We lost a dirt block. Oh, that's because my shovel is too good. These efficiency 5 shovels really know how to do the job, almost a little too well. Okay. Let's just pop up here, make sure all of that looks correct. Yes. And then we'll come back down. Let's see. Sticks, spruce. Oh, we have some fences. Never mind. All right, let me take a quick sip of water. Everybody drink your water, stay hydrated. Oh, we gotta take this away. Take this away. All right, almost there, you guys. Almost there. I'm gonna put these in my offhand. Make it a little easier. I swear they're falling into the cactus or the sand and I'm losing them. I swear to God. Because I'm not picking them up. I don't hear the little click of me picking them up. Watch. Okay, we have 14. Oh, okay, of course that one landed on the ground. Okay. So that should be everything set up properly. Now we just gotta drop the water buckets, which are here. 6, 7, we'll just grab a bunch of them. I don't think we'll need that many. Okay. Water buckets. Can hop up here. 1, 2, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and these, look at how pretty. You can see the sky changing colors reflecting off the water. Very pretty. Okay, so this should all flow down this way, no problem. And then we've got just this one last little strip that needs this one. And everything should flow down to that hopper. Okay. Let's check. Nothing in the chest. All right, let's put these cactus in the chest. Kind of like when you put money in a tip jar, so that people feel more inclined to give. If there's already cactus in the chest, maybe it'll feel more inclined to fill up. Okay. Cactus in the chest, that should be the farm fully set up and fully working. Hold on, let me fix my hair. And we'll come back and hopefully there will be more than 50 in there. Okay, exciting. Now it is time to start the build. We can put the buckets away. We'll leave this stuff in here for now if we ever need it. Let's take down this scaffolding. We should not be needing that anymore. I'm just seeing the water. All right. Let's grab. We can grab some oak planks. Okay, before I get started, let's talk about the build a little bit. Let's settle in. So, okay, so this is what I was talking about earlier. So I made this dye reference page. So we have the dye color that we want to make. I guess this can be a little closer. Let me also zoom in and go a little further than that. So we have the dye that we want to make here and the materials needed. Everything we have access to except for, like we mentioned, the sunflowers, which we will have to go find. We're going to do that next stream. And then in order to make black dye, we need ink sacs. And the only way to get ink sacs sustainably is from squid. So I have been just killing squid anytime I'm near the river, just to get a couple, because we're going to need a lot of squid to make ink. We're going to need the ink to make books that you can write in as we write out the lore of this world. And at some point we're going to need black dye, because I have some really interesting plans for how to use black wool in this world. But that's a little ways down the line. We'll get there. But at least for now, we're gonna need ink sacs, and there's ways to make pretty easy squid farms. It would take some time to gather up some of the more specialty materials for those. But I think we can maybe just leave that for now and worry about that later. And when we need a bunch of black dye, then we can make the farm. But everything else is accounted for except for the sunflower. So here's the dye works planning page itself. We can move that a little bit. So I had originally put all these other flowers on here. We're not going to use those for the flower farm or the flower fields, but we have beetroot. We have 1, 2, 3 different, or 4, I guess, 1, 2, 3, 4 different sections already laid out. So that's perfect, because we're going to do the beetroot, the peony, the lilacs, and the sunflower. And I think it's going to be absolutely gorgeous to just have a bunch of these flowers covering a hillside. It's going to be so pretty. but we'll do that once we get a little further into the build. I do want to start with the actual structure up here. So we were gonna need a house around this cactus farm, a storefront, and then some rooms with space for the villagers who are going to live here to stay. And just as a reminder for the design notes, we're going to do a green roof with grass and moss. We're gonna use some barrels under the wooden supports. I wanna use a lot of glow lichen. That'll also mob proof it. We decided last stream that we want to use the pink stained glass to create some sort of statement window. And then I've seen a bunch of people make cool beds using like sleepable beds, using the Minecraft standard beds and then building around it with wool or wood and stuff like that. So I want to try and make a fancy bed or two in this build. Yeah. So to start off with, we need barrels. I think for barrels, we need slabs. Yeah. Oh, 18 barrels. That's a lot of barrels. We probably don't need 18 barrels, but that's okay. And like I mentioned, we're going to start with the framing of the house. So we obviously have to build it around the cactus farm. And I had already placed these nether rack down as a sort of blueprint. So we can just start by placing barrels in each of these, and it's actually, we're gonna need to expand beyond. So let me just double check. So this one, so there's the edge, we want one out and one back. So we'll find the edge of the farm here. Where is it? Here. One out, which would be, well, I guess it has to line up. I can just line it up with that other barrel. Duh. Okay. So we gotta line up with this other barrel, and we've gotta be one behind. Is that what I did? Or is it two back? How many? Yeah, that's fine. So it's just one back. So the edge, ooh, we might have to do it more than that. We're gonna have to go one more out because these are technically taking up this block. I'm glad we noticed that right now and not days later when we're trying to fill up the wall and the trapdoors are in the way. I suppose we could also replace the trapdoors, but I don't want to do that. Not replace the trapdoors, but instead of the trapdoors, the walls would just be there. But no, because we need ways to access. We need to be able to access the farm if we need to make adjustments ever. Okay, let's fill in some dirt here. And then I will take this out just for consistency's sake. Okay. Let's place a barrel here. And then a barrel here. Nope, we gotta go one more again. Barrel here. And barrel here. Okay. Hello, Mr. Iron Golem. Are you coming to inspect the construction site? See what's going on? Hi. What's that? Oh, all right. Let's see. Let's put this away. Let's keep the barrels. I was gonna start building up the frame, but let's go over here. So, oh look, these are growing in. So we were thinking, I think I do want this to line up. So there's going to be, the house is gonna be like an L shape. And I think this was kind of the middle-ish. We'll do that. And we'll do that. Well, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should we do one more? Keep it even, make it 5. Yes, odd numbers are easier to build with. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, perfect. So those are going to be the base of the main structural pillars of the house. And now we got to build that up. So let's take, let's see, wood and dirt. Put the stone in here. We'll put the barrels in here. It's fine. So we need spruce. We'll keep the netherrack. Okay. Let's build. I'm just double checking. Okay. Oops. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's about how tall this needs to be. Do the same thing over here. 1, 2. And you're not gonna let me place that because of this. That's fine. I'll put this here. Decor. Right? Yes. 1, 2. Okay. Try again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Ow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And take those down. Okay, we're gonna need, this is gonna get covered up, but maybe we'll just place one here anyways. because we'll be able to see it from the inside. And maybe that's okay. Oh, hello, you startled me. You don't expect to see someone. Oh, he went invisible. Let's see. Fire coral, pale moss, no. White tulip podzol, glowstone. All of this we can get easily. Well, if he's invisible, then you guys won't really see me. I want the llamas. Come back here. Can I hit? There we go. Come here. There, I think he's gone. All right, llamas, stop it. Get the leads. What do you mean? Nothing happened? Ow! I didn't take that man for all he was worth. Where's the other lead? Come here, llama. And you. All right, now we've got 2 llamas. Oh, don't hit each other. Don't hit each other. Don't do that. No friendly fire. Stop it. Stop hitting him. I can't believe I have to save you from each other. See? He's trying to protect me. He's telling you to stop. You done now? Oh, is this a hack? You stand close enough to them. If you stand close enough to them, he's spitting at me, but he's not actually hitting me. You done? No? All right, well, we're gonna stand here for a second. Till he stops? Maybe? Are you gonna stop? I feel like he's not gonna stop. This is insane. Look, they're just... See? Okay, well, even if he keeps hitting me, I can't do much. I'm pretty strong. You're just hitting your brother. Enough. Enough. There. See, it's not... It's not even doing anything. Okay. I think my light is a little too bright. Hold on, you guys. Give me one moment. Okay, we're back. I don't know if you guys noticed the difference, but I noticed the difference. I had my light turned up like 1 notch higher than I usually do, and it was really affecting my vision. It was making my eyes burn. Okay, let's go back. You still angry at me? Okay, let's try this hack again. There you go. So, llama hack, if you stand close, super close to the llama, they spit at you, but they can't actually hit you. I think it's just going over my head. This is kind of funny. As you can tell, I am very amused. Okay, what if I sleep? Will you stop being angry? Or you won't let me sleep? Why did this llama calm down, but this llama isn't calming down? If I stand behind the iron golem. Wait, don't kill the llama. No, 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 no. Never mind, no, stop, stop, stop. It's okay, no, 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 no. Leave him alone. Leave him alone, no, no, no. Oh, he killed them. That was sad. And now you're spitting at me. You're gonna, and he doesn't care about this one. I don't know what's going on, you guys. This has been a wild turn of events. Okay, well, what if I just set you free? Don't make me do this. I don't want to do this. I feel I have no choice now at this point. Oh no, stop running. Let me just hit you again. I feel so bad when they run and they're in pain. Okay, wow. That was an adventure I was not expecting to have. Let's sleep now. Whew. Okay, well, we have 2 pieces of leather and 2 leads. That's something, I guess. Okay, where were we? Let's keep working on this house. All right, so this is, we're gonna frame the house with spruce logs. Oh, this needs to start here. If you remember back to the, what's it called? The sort of color palette test that we did. We're gonna have the 2nd floor will come out sort of a step over the 1st floor. And this is way too low. We need to go up 1 more. Yeah, no, that looks too low. It looks a little squat. Especially since I think the 2nd floor is gonna be pretty tall. Well, it needs to be tall in order to account for the cactus farm. And the 1st floor needs to be a little taller as well. So, for now, let's do this and see how that looks. One more? No. There we go. Okay. I think that's a little better. And that's gonna look a little more proportional once we get everything laid out. Let's see. We're just gonna make a frame all the way around, and maybe we can get up there. Let's see if we can get on top of these trees. We're gonna have to fill this in at some point. Can I run and jump? Okay, made it. There we go. Nice. Yeah, that's gonna have to go. I'm gonna be honest, my like heart is pounding a little bit from that encounter with the wandering trader and the llamas. I don't know exactly what I'm feeling. I think it's, I don't know if it was like embarrassment or guilt from on screen destroying that wandering trader. Like, I feel genuinely bad, and I don't feel bad because I unalived him, because I've done that before. I feel bad that you guys saw me unalive him. Like I've been caught or something committing a crime. But I mean, I don't know, it's always good to have the leads. And whoa, wait, this just kind of turns interesting. I wonder, because there's this like, it's like a big crack. I don't want to take it down. I don't know. Let's just build a house for now, and then we'll figure out how we're gonna cover that up later. Let's put the stone here. Spruce logs continuing this way. Do you guys think less of me for what I've done? Or can we accept that sometimes that's just part of the game? The mob's gotta die, sometimes the wandering trader has to die too. I am not a pacifist. Okay. So we have that done. It looks huge, like it's really sticking out right there. And this path is gonna come through. I mean, we might have to move the path over a bit, but that's okay. We can figure that out as time goes on. And let's start building up the frame here of the second floor. So since this sticks out, this is now going to start from here. And is this, let's see, this will probably be the floor. Oops. So then we want to go out from the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll build the roof up from there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How am I? Oops, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just making sure we're not losing durability. Should we put one here? Yeah. But if we put it here, it's going to be one off from that one. Let's wait. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's pull back a little bit. It always helps to step back and see stuff from a distance, especially when you're sculpting or making art or whatever. Sometimes you can get a little lost in it when you're up close. Let's munch. Look at that guy. We'll save him at some point. Okay, let's see. Hello. I don't know if I like the bottom floor and the bigger top floor. I don't know. How does it look from here? Oh, we can't really see. Okay, let's take these down so we can see the shape a little better. Is this the most efficient way to mine these to harvest? What do you call it when you're axing down a tree? Chopping? Is that the word I forgot? Chopping? Is this the most efficient way to chop down these single trunked trees? I've seen some other people do this, and I feel like it's better than, or it's easier because it's all in one straight line, so you can go pretty quickly. And it'll probably take a little while for the leaves to disperse, but maybe we can go sleep. Take a little sleep. I just watched myself, because I have the stream up over here so I can just sort of see what it looks like and make sure that it's on and going well. And I watched myself do this little like eye thing where I open my eyes real wide. And I'm doing that because staring at the screen kind of makes them water. And sometimes I do that just to like kind of reset my vision a little bit. But I feel like it looks a little funky because it looks like I'm looking at you because the camera's right above my screen here. So I don't know. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm probably going to keep doing it, but just so you guys know, I'm not trying to be weird. I just am weird. Okay, let's think about this. Because what are we trying to go for? Because I've always liked that look of the second floor, kind of like Tudor style, jutting out a little bit from the top. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna swipe over here. We're gonna pull up Pinterest. And we're going to look for some inspiration. Because, don't look, some of this stuff, it doesn't really matter. Now that I said that, you're gonna pause it and go back and look at it. Well, whatever. Okay. Maybe we can just take a little break, have a little chat. I saw these recently because I was thinking like, oh, we're gonna get to 100 subscribers soon. So we should figure out some sort of like statue or monument to build. So I was just looking for inspiration. I mean, like water fountains, whatever. This bird fountain is really cute. We're definitely gonna have to build that at some point. But look at this sword, this giant sword sticking out of the mountainside. Look at this. This is beautiful. Look at this cool. Whenever we get beacons, we're gonna do something cool around the beacons. like this or like this. It's not just gonna be like, oh, let me set up my beacon. It'll have a dedicated spot where we'll do something really cool around it. This dragon head is cool. My boyfriend had this idea of doing like a dragon head coming out of the mountainside on one of the mountains where we live near, the one that has the minecart and the ancient city inside of it, because there's some lava flowing out, so it would look, whoa. It would be very cool if there was like a dragon head sticking out of the mountain with lava flowing out of its mouth. I saw this statue. This is amazing. If we ever get to like a high number of subscribers, like, I don't know, like 100,000 subscribers or something like that, it would be really cool to do something like this to commemorate. Anyways, okay. So this is kind of what I want from the Dye Works house, the one we're building right now. So what are they doing that we're not doing? They're not having the pillars on the bottom floor. The bottom floor is just the stone, and then the pillars come in for the top floor. I think that's maybe the biggest difference. And then we could still use barrels here and have like these fence gates and then trapdoors coming down for support. Let's see. And that one's cool too. That's kind of similar to what we're thinking, but I want to have the spruce support beams in there somehow. So yeah, again, something like this. The bottom floor is solid, and then the top floor is where they bring in the wooden supports. Okay, well that's an easy adjustment to make. Let's look. Oh no. Okay. Let's see, these were the original inspiration builds. I mean, this is a little different because this is like on a hill. It's not quite the right shape. This is only one story, so that doesn't really help. Here, this one. Hold on, it's gonna be loud. Hold on one second. Okay. Let's see. Oh, look, here's just a picture of it. So yeah, they did sort of the same thing. Oh, they do have some supports here. But the top floor doesn't really stick out. It looks like it's just kind of in line with the bottom floor. And I want that sticky. Sorry, guys. I want that sticky out look. What about this maze mansion? It has some supports coming down here. Okay. Let's go a little further, see if anything else jumps out. These are all big castles. Okay. So I think, let's take a look at this guy. Yeah, same thing. So what I'm seeing is we got to take out the support beams on the bottom floor and just incorporate them into the top floor. Okay, we can do that. that's easy enough. So let's do this. Let's take this down. We'll take all of these down, and then we will build out the bottom floor and see how that looks. And then we can start on the roof. The roofs, however you say it. We also gotta remember, we'll remember. Let's do path blocks here real quick. Oh, we lost it. Was it here? Oh no. That was not there. That was not correct. That's fine. We'll figure it out. Okay. So we have stone bricks. Stone bricks are going to be the main. Let's see. I didn't think we were going to need the stone this quickly. Because now we're going to need more stone. And we might try texturing with some other blocks. Ah, stuck on the lamppost. Okay, hi Cobalt. We're resource gathering right now. So we'll run back home. We're going to gather up some more stone bricks, mossy stone. Do we need to get more moss right now? I don't think so. And then I have an idea. Something to try. Stone. Okay, we need to make stone bricks as well. So let's grab the mossy bricks. I'm gonna leave the other ones to ensure that we are probably later going to need them. Okay, so we'll just make some of that for now. I also wanna grab some andesite to also maybe throw in for some texturing. We'll see. And we're definitely gonna need moss. Let's just go make some moss real quick. Because I know we have moss. I'm getting turned around. Back at our construction site. However, we're probably going to need more in order to make more mossy cobble. So let's come down here. Well, I need a moss block to start it off, don't I? I cleared this all out. Never mind. We'll just make do with what we have. We'll get more moss in the future. Help me remember to blink, you guys. Please. Because if I get too into it, I stop blinking, and then my eyes start burning, and then I don't notice until it's too late. So if you guys put in the chat every now and then, like, hey, blink. Blink, Renee, blink. Then I'll blink more. And then I don't have to do this at you guys. Okay, so that was a waste of a trip back to the home base, but At least we got a little bit of exercise, maybe. A little bit of cardio for the day, a little bit of running. That's what the villagers do. Okay. Let's see now. What do we have? Where's the stone? There's the stone bricks. Did I not even bring? Maybe we're out of mossy. We must be. How much moss do we have? Okay, let's do that. Let's make some mossy stone bricks and get some actual moss. And let's try. There's too many things in my inventory. We gotta move some of these out of the way. What is this? Why do I have just a single wheat seed in here? That does no good to anybody. Birch logs back. All right. Now this is going to be the most texturing we have ever attempted. I have, how many is this? Five different blocks. Let's go look over here. Where can I put them to show you? There's too much stuff everywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does the andesite work? I can't tell. What if we do stone andesite? I don't know. Okay, the main block is going to be stone. So I like to do, let's not start over here. Let's start over here. How far does this go? Right here? Yes. Okay. So we're gonna fill up all these walls with stone first. And then we'll go in and texture. Because I don't feel like I'm the type of person who can texture as I go. I think I need to have a full, clean slate to work with, and then see where the build even needs the texture. I'm gonna have to go to bed soon. Okay, let's actually sleep tonight. I think it's been longer than a night, but let's eat and get a full belly. Let's see if we can run up and catch the sunset. Oh, hello. You want to watch the sunset together? I mean, it's kind of gone down, but we can watch the colors change. Look. Isn't it beautiful out there? Is there something going on here between us? No, there's not. Not at all. You can see the moonlight shining off him too. I mean, he's big and strong. He did protect us from those llamas. Okay, time for bed. I'm getting too distracted. Let's take a sip of water. Okay. The andesite might work. The sort of pattern of it is similar to the moss block pattern. Okay, we have these walls. There's gonna need to be a door in here somewhere. But let's not worry about that yet. So let's start. Let's start with a little bit of texturing. We have a moss block. Okay. I feel like the moss should stay ground level. I kind of don't want to put it higher than that. Maybe one up here. And then, do we want to do this corner? Or is that too matchy-matchy to that corner? Okay, well, let's see. Let's start here and see if we want to add some stone in. I don't know. Let's see how that looks. And then if we have the andesite, excuse me. My nose is running. We have the andesite kind of touching the stone. Well, okay, I don't like that, but more so because of the pattern, maybe not because of the textures. Let's see if we put this guy, let's put these back. Maybe the andesite comes in like that. And like that. And these fill back in with I don't hate it. I just don't know if I like it. Maybe less andesite. Maybe no andesite. Because I kind of like, let's go back further. I like the look of the stone mixed in there. That kind of helps break it up from just a big wall of the stone brick. Again, I don't know about the andesite. I don't think I'm a fan. I think that's maybe too much for me at this point. So we're gonna say no to the andesite. But yes to the stone. And there's a bunch of bricks hanging out back here. Let's go pick these guys up real quick. Okay, let's do a little more with that, as well as the mossy stone bricks. because I feel like it makes sense for these to be up here. So we'll throw some more of those in. And we'll throw some more stone in. And see. Okay, I don't hate that. I actually kind of like it. Oh, I forgot. Hold on. Okay, I think the stone is good, used sort of randomly and sparingly. I think the moss block is good, and again, it makes sense. Like corners here at the bottom, at the top, it makes sense for maybe some like water damage to happen, or for that's where, you know, bacteria stuff is going to kind of come in and grow. And so we just have to make sure that it doesn't become too like matchy. Like look here. No, I want there to be a distinct lack of pattern when it comes to where they're placed. I want it to look very random. And it shouldn't really catch your eye. Like you shouldn't look and be like, oh, that's two different stones used, you know? It should look like it all kind of melds seamlessly together. So I like that so far. I think we should let's see. Should we do all the walls, or should we work on the framing of the house and put in the roof and everything? I feel like we should do the roof, because I know we're going to do this all the way around. And then the transition is going to come down more to detailing rather than what's it called? Actual block placement. So let's work on the roof. I'm good with this palette. And then that'll probably take us the rest of the stream, doing both of those things. So let's put all this back. Put the mossy cobble. We'll throw the andesite in here, it can hang out. We'll put the moss block back here. Wood goes here. Dirt goes here. Let's see, we're not gonna need spruce logs. We are gonna need spruce stairs. Well, we're gonna need a lot of spruce stairs to sort of frame out the roof. So let's make that. Let's make, how many? Let's make all of them. Okay, I had an idea of something to do really quick, and I didn't say it out loud, so you guys maybe don't know, and then I lost it. Oh, let's check and see if our farm is actually working. Hold on, let me pick this up. Oh, one of them broke. Well, the breaking part is working. Okay, it was at 50. Yes. Woohoo! There we go. Let's actually, we'll grab just one stack and start it smelting over here. I did have some other things smelting over here too. Copper ingots. We'll get some nice XP from that. And the chicken. The copper is going to come in handy when we make the wizard's tower, because we're going to be using copper blocks for that. All right, let's get more lava. We can switch out these buckets, put that in. Let's pull out these empty buckets. And I think that's all of them. Oh. Yes. Fill these back up and then put them back away. Cool. And it is time to sleep once more. Drink some water. Okay. Does that open up? I should be able to make more than. This. Is that, because I know there's copper grates. Maybe I'm just not. Oh, there we go. I was like, I know you can make more stuff out of copper. But yeah, so we have these trapdoors. Let's make a bunch of trapdoors. This is just gonna just take up some inventory space. How many is that? 26. The lightning rods don't really matter right now. We can make some of them. We're definitely gonna need lightning rods whenever we get to the wizard's tower. Let's make some. Let's make blocks of copper. Let's make some of these. Let's make into cut copper. Oh, stairs and slabs. We can wait on that. Let's make. We should just make all of these. All of them blocks? What if we need more trapdoors? Let's just make all of them blocks for now. And then we can make some grates. I don't even have plans for this. I think I just kind of wanted to do it. Okay, that was a complete side tangent. There was no need to do any of that. Let's put it in here for now. I think I'm just procrastinating working on that, working on this build. Okay, let's lock in, people. We can do it. What time is it? 7:28. We have half an hour. Let's at least get the frames for the roofs done, okay? Can we do that, please? I'm talking to myself here. Let's get this scaffolding. Let's get up here. And these roofs are just going to be, let's see, I think I want the open side of the roof to be going off that way and this way. Because I think, because we talked about that statement window, I think the statement window is going to be best over here. Because then it will overlook the garden. This is eventually going to be a main roadway, so you'll see it from the roadway when you're coming up, and you'll get this like nice distanced view of it. The sun kind of travels on this side of the sky, so the sun will shine in really pretty during the day. Which means that if If that roof is facing that way, then that one will have to face this way, and they're kind of meeting in the middle. Are these like perfectly even? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, they're off a little bit. That one's 9, but what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I don't know why I'm counting that. Okay. This is never going to get done unless I get up there and start putting blocks onto the thing. But okay, my question was, one second. Okay, my question was going to be, where do the roofs start? Maybe we should start on this side actually. Because if this side is going to have the statement window, that's more important side. I kind of want to bring these up one more. Where's my spruce? I kind of want to bring these up one more, because then this is where the roof is gonna start. Not like that. I meant to put water down. Oh well. Oh, and this is the wrong. It needs to go here, not like that. Not like that. What is going on? Okay. Let me just take this out before I forget about it. Okay. Because this will need to go like that. Okay, the moss is gonna go, the moss will go on top of that. So this comes out this way. And then we do just your standard step and repeat roof design going all the way up. Is that the middle? I think we need to go one more. Let's see what that looks like. Let's come down, take a look from the other side. Let's see. Climb on up. Is that too far? A little bit. Did I put, I don't think I put one here. Okay. Because this is gonna go here and out one. And then here and up. And here and up. Here and up. Wow, I'm really far from that one. We're gonna have to take this up more. This is gonna be huge, you guys. Here and up. Let's hop over. Here and up. Okay. And now what? Is this a point? How do we... Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that's gigantic. This build is turning out larger than I thought it was going to be. Okay. Now from up close, how big is that gonna get? I think this roof is gonna be taller than this one. How many is this across? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And what was this one? Was this also 13? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It is also 13. So they're going to be the same. But that's not what I wanted. I wanted them to be different. I want this one to be smaller. And that second one to be bigger. And I think I also kind of wanted longer, like I didn't want to do just this standard roof. Although maybe we should do the standard roof because it kind of matches, like it'll match that. And it'll match that. And this guy, the town hall, has a taller A-frame, which I like, but that might be too big for here because it's already so wide. It's a fat house, you guys. Okay. We may need to take a break and come back to this. I might need to do just some more thinking and planning on my own beforehand, because I think I find it hard to do that on stream sometimes. Like I can get stuff done if I know what I'm already going to do. But having to make decisions in front of people is maybe not my strong suit. And I think I just didn't have a good enough vision of what I wanted for this house to begin with. But that's okay. We could just do some resource gathering instead. I think we're no, I want to figure this out. I think number one, what we can do is make this not so wide. And so instead of, I'm gonna cough. Hold on. Okay, so instead of having this back wall here be flush with, I heard something. Instead of having this be flush with this, second chunk of the building, we bring this in, and there'll be some extra space out here, and we could do like a little walkway, or like a back door or something like that. That might be the best way to remedy this. Oh yeah, we are losing Cactus off the side. I mean, I guess that's fine. We already bunch. Okay, let's do that. That's what my gut is telling me to do. And I have learned over the years that my gut is usually correct. So let's go up here. Let's tear down a couple of those. And let's take all of this down. Oops. Oh, we were right there anyways. Okay. I'm glad that we didn't put all the walls in, because if we'd done that and then started doing this, then we'd be tearing down walls as well. So, oh, and I massacred those trees for nothing. That's okay. Okay, now the question, oops. I hear something. I feel like there's like a mob or animal or something nearby. Okay, the question is, where does this stop? I think it should, because right now this block is flush with the wall, but should it be flush with the, I feel like it should be flush here. And then this should go up 3, 4. Okay. So let's see, how far do we want to bring this in? Because this goes out here. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's also my dilemma. Because this, if you look at our planning, I want it to be a store and a house mixed into one. So both a store and a house has to fit into this space here, or at least, I mean, maybe it's store at the bottom and then the whole second story is the house. Because there's going to be a second story. So maybe that's what we do. And then if we need extra room at the top, never mind. Forget those last 5 words. Because we have all this space under here as well. I want this to be like a workshop. Like this is where they do like the processing and the treatment of the raw materials in order to create the dyes. And then that is what makes sense, like why we would get the cactus from here and stuff like that. So but this is a really big space, if I'm being honest. We're gonna have some extra room. So maybe that extra room is like part of the house. Like there's gonna be space back here. I don't know. I'm gonna have to sleep on it like in real life, me, Renee, sleep on it and come back to it. But let's sort of get this framing done here still. I still want to figure this out. So let's count. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5. Let's mark this out. So let's say that's gonna be okay, this would be the interior of the shop. No, this minus this one, because this needs to be a wall. Am I overthinking this, you guys? Am I making this too complicated? So this would be the interior of the shop. You walk in, there's at least gonna need to be one, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, minus this. Oh, I have a hoe on me. Oh well. Okay, so this is the interior of the shop. There's gonna be a door here, you walk in. There's gonna be, shelves and stuff along the walls. There'll be a space, at least a space to walk back here, and like a counter up here. So that gives you 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then there's gonna be shelves here. I guess that's big enough. So then if we have this, because this is gonna be wall, so then this needs to come out from here, or one more from here. So this is gonna come out from here. And meet up with this. And then what would the roof look like? I think that's too far still, so let's take this down. We'll take it down 2 more. Let's go build up the roof on this side. Not like that. Like that. You. No. Crouch, place. Oh, what am I doing? I'm a mess. Okay, time to sleep. Time for bed. Help you guys. I'm losing it. Okay. All of that was for naught because we needed to build up first. So how many up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're not even gonna talk about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the roof. 1 out. 1 out. To the side. Flip it over. Jump it up. Flip it over. Jump it up. I am crouching. Flip it over. Jump it up. 1 more. Flip it over. Jump it up. Let's go here. Flip it over. Jump it up. And then, as a placeholder, let's just friggin' do that. Okay. What does that look like? The big grand reveal. Okay, that's cute. Wait, did we accidentally on purpose make it symmetrical? If we made it symmetrical, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, I forgot where I started counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Please, God. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we did not accidentally make it symmetrical. Nitro type, hello. Nitro says you can use the front of the cactus farm as a workshop area where you're building right now, which makes the cactus farm like a loft, and then use the interior under the farm as the house area. Okay. So this is the workshop. Maybe this is like workshop / storefront. And then the house is under here. I think that could work. And then it's maybe a little more, maybe it's not like, oh, super cute dye shop, but it's more of like an industrial sort of workstation. And if people want to come and buy dyes individually, they can. Because that also lines up with, like my thought is that the main export of this town is wool and textiles, because we have all these sheep over here. So if there's like a partnership of the shepherds and the sheep shear the wool, they bring it over to the dye shop, it gets treated here. And then the second floor, because we're gonna have the second floor up here as well. I want the second floor of this space to be the bedroom. Because we're gonna put the statement window there, and I think that's gonna be pretty. So maybe it's like the bedroom on top, workspace under here, and then we might split this house into like house and workspace. Because my thought with having the cactus farm here is that this is, mechanical Minecraft, but then it's part of, part of the raw materials within the workspace. Does that make sense? And we also have, I'm just looking at it now, this kind of cuts off here. So maybe like once we figure out the spacing a little better, maybe this, like wherever this line is, comes off this way, and this can kind of open up. Like you'll enter and open up into the shop and the workspace here, and then we can fit the house in under here on this side and have Like I think there's maybe space here that sort of leads up to the bedroom on top. Something like that. I do like this size better. I don't like that it's not symmetrical. But maybe that's something that I can just get over. Maybe as well, this will sort of open up into like if this is part of the workshop area, and then this could open up to like some an outdoor part of the workshop, because we have a little bit more space here. And I feel like there's probably some stuff that you would need to do outside, maybe like hanging stuff to dry or something like that after it's been dyed, maybe. Okay, I do think that we've made some progress. I do think we have some plans. I'm liking this texturing for the base of the build. We'll have to build the roof up on this guy. We have a little bit of time now. Maybe let's build this side of the roof up and just see how tall it's gonna be. And then we'll call it after that. Just so I've got a little bit more of the visuals in my brain. And then whenever we come back to this, I don't know, I'll try and do some like thinking and brainstorming on my own offline. Okay, I brought those up one more, so we'll bring this up one more. Oop. Jump. Nope, I always place it down wrong. Okay. Let's see how big this roof is gonna be. Pop it up, flip it around. Let's see, is that about the middle? Can we look at the cactus to help us figure out? I think that's the middle, and then there would go. That spruce log is just a placeholder for now, because I'm too lazy to go get spruce planks, even though they're literally right there. But that's okay. We all have our flaws. Let's climb up here. One more. Take that down. Oh, don't forget, you guys, there are still plenty of things in this little town that need names, including the town itself. So I want to come up with some, like a fun fantasy name for this cute little mountain town. And then the blacksmith needs a name. That horse right there, that's a girl, she needs a name. Blacksmith is a guy. If we want to make a name for the smithy, we can do that too. What else? The town hall could have a name. The shepherds, there's 2 shepherds in there. You can't see them from here, but they also need names. So any kind of fun fantasy medieval names you guys have in mind that you want to suggest, drop it in the chat or leave it in the comments of the VOD if you're watching later. I'll take a look, we'll choose some names, and then you will get a spot in the illustrious Hall of Names, which will be built eventually. Nitro says, I think because you use trapdoors for the side of the farm, it might be a good idea to have the farm look like it's hanging from the roof. That's cool. hanging from the roof, like on the inside. I like that idea. Because yeah, I definitely don't want just a floating farm. So if we can find some way to make it look like, and I was thinking that having columns coming down would kind of interrupt the space down here, but hanging from the roof is cool. I like that. Okay, let's put a pin in that. We'll keep that in mind. We'll find a way to make it look like this is hanging from the roof once we get the roof all built in. Thank you, Nitro. And that is a pretty big roof, but I think it fits the space. I think it works. And it definitely comes up higher than that one. And we can kind of get a view here. I still want this to be a little smaller though. All right, that's all right. We've made some really good progress. Today, we have the cactus farm up and running. That's a big win. So as we continue working, it'll continue collecting. Look, we almost have another full stack. We've got some elements figured out for the house. We've made some plans for the layout of the build. Let's sleep really quick. And then we will wrap it up. Thank you to everyone who has been chatting or lurking. It does really mean the world to me to have you guys here joining the journey. Please don't forget to like the stream as well. That does really help to push out the content to new viewers who might also want to watch. Nitro says, in my main Minecraft world, I named one of the towns I built Novella, so maybe that name could be used for the town or maybe also the horse. Let's see. I don't want to copy your town name, but I like that name for the horse. Novella, it just sounds really pretty anyways, and like I said, this is a girl. Novella. I like that. Let's name the horse Novella. Let's see, I don't have, hold on, we'll switch back to play. We will run back home really quick, grab a name tag, and come name her. Nitro, you should tell me more about your Minecraft world. I know we're wrapping up now, but maybe in the next stream, because I love hearing about what other people do. It gives me inspiration, and I think everyone is just so unique and creative that some of the stuff that other people come up with or add is always just so different from my ideas or from other stuff I've seen. So I would love for us to, and anyone else in the future, chat about our own Minecraft worlds. Because for me, I like world building in general. Whether it's Minecraft, whether it's for Dungeons and Dragons. I play a lot of Dungeons and Dragons as a DM. So I've done a lot of world building of my own for that. I'm writing a book as well. I've done a lot of world building for that. So any sort of ideas that we can pass back and forth along the way would make me so happy. As we are wrapping up here, I just want to mention next stream. I talked about it a bit at the beginning, but if you missed it, next stream is going to be an adventuring stream. We're going to go explore a little bit because we need sunflowers. Sunflowers can only be gotten from the sunflower plains. And there are some sunflower plains within like approximate running distance. Like it's not so far that we would need another portal to travel there, but it's enough that it's a bit of a trek. So that's what we're going to do next stream. We'll take a little break. That's going to be Saturday at, I might do 2 p.m. instead of 3 p.m. if you guys are okay with that. But Saturday afternoon, like usual, we'll hop on and we'll do something a little different, something a little fun. I'm really excited for that. Nitro says, I've had my main survival world for 6 years, built a lot in it, and I think it really gets you out of the 2-week Minecraft phase once you have a long-term world. Yeah, definitely. That's cool. 6 years is a long time. I'm sure you have a ton of cool stuff built in that world. That's awesome. Let's see, make sure it's novella. Yes. Yeah, I've had this world for a little over a year now, and I have not been building consistently in it. Starting this series here on YouTube is what's getting me into building consistently. But even just what I've done here in this town, and I think making long-term plans is part of that, A, building the forever world, and B, getting you out of that 2-week phase, because then it's more than just placing blocks and like making a base for your stuff. It's you're building something more. So that's really cool. Okay, ready? Novella. Yay. Make sure you back up your world also, since my world got corrupted twice and I kept regular backups. That's a really good idea, Nitro. I should do that, definitely. Because yeah, I would be devastated to lose this world to corruption and stuff. And I know I actually did lose a world to corruption back, I'd started a world in like 2019, so like 6 years ago, and I had done a little bit. It wasn't as big as this one, but I had maybe like 3 or 4 pretty big builds. And then when I went to update to a new version, I did it wrong and it got corrupted and I lost that world and I didn't have a backup or anything. So, I mean, I was sad in the moment. I think I have screenshots somewhere of it, but I don't mind, you know, losing that at this point. Like, we have this new one and, you know, that stuff happens. I mean, what you're gonna do? You can't, you can't mourn it forever. My world is on Bedrock Edition and corruption is much more likely there than the Java Edition. Okay, that makes sense. But yes, still, backups is a good idea. And at some point we are going to update this world to the newer versions. And I know there's risks and stuff that come with that. So we'll definitely need a backup of it before we attempt that at all. Okay, so we've got Novella named. Let's come over here. Nitro type 1337 Novella. Our second horse named for Nitros. Named for a town from Nitro's world. Cool. All right, you guys. So, with this view of Novella and our in progress dye works shop in the back, I think we are going to end out stream. Like I said, next stream will be Saturday in the afternoon, probably 2 p.m. instead of 3. I will post, I'll schedule it and I'll do a community post. If you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, I also post on my stories there whenever I'm gonna go live. So you can always get some like last minute reminders. I just post I post more random stuff over there. It's not Minecraft content, but it's like nerdy fantasy stuff. And I think that's it. Don't forget to like this stream, subscribe to join the journey, drop some name suggestions below for the villagers, for the town. And I hope you all have a lovely rest of your evening, and I'll talk to you again soon. Oh, I hit the wrong button. That's embarrassing. Hold on. Okay, for real now. Bye, guys.